All right, so I have the SanDisk Extreme PRO new SD card that I got for a Leica Q3. And the reason why I got this is because it has a faster read-write speed, which will enable me to capture 8K video, as well as speed up the buffering process that I have with my Leica Q3. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take out the SD card and put in this SanDisk Extreme PRO. It has 300 megabytes per second writing and 300 megabytes per second reading. Okay, so there it is right here. It says minimum. It has a minimum sustained speed of 90, which I'm not going to go that low. That's it right here. So this, it says right here, it says 300 MB write, 300 MB read. It's SDXC2 V90. Very important that you get a high-speed SD card for your Leica Q3. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in and go ahead and move this right here so I can insert the card. I have just a mount for a Joby tripod. Go ahead and take this off. So once I have that off, I can access the card. So go ahead and pop this one out. And you can see right here, this is an adapter, and the SD card in here, it is actually, here it is. The SD card, getting closer so you can see what type this is. This is a 512 gigabytes. It is a V30. So the read-write speed is actually a lot lower than this, and I get a lot of buffering, slow buffering with this card. And I'm going to replace this with the V90. I'm going to go ahead and put in the new SD card, even though it's 128 gigabytes. Just means I need to offload the card a little bit more. And one of the other reasons why I have such a lower gigabyte card is that people have been known to have failure with higher gigabyte cards because they tend to keep a lot of information on it rather than going ahead and clearing it off. So they run into issues. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out and so let's take this out. So here is the SD card right here. See that right there? It's Extreme Pro, 300 megabytes, 300 megabytes. I'm gonna take this out and here it is. I'm gonna go ahead and insert this, and then after I insert this, I'm actually going to format it. It's important that you format your card whenever you get a new card, as well as whenever you completely download all of your files, all of your footage. It's important that you actually format the card. And so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So I'm gonna go turn it on. Then I'm gonna go through menu, getting closer so you can see this a little better. Menu, and then no, don't want to reset the camera settings. What I want to do is go down here and go to format card. It says, do you want to format this card? I'm going to select yes. And it's formatting the card. Just go ahead and do it again just to make sure. Select yes and enter the center button. So let me show you what I did. Hit format card, enter yes. and it's formatting cards. All right, great. So it's all set up now, and I can go ahead and go to, let's see, I'm gonna go to resolution. I have that, yes. Scene mode. All right, so I'm gonna go to video, and let me do that. Hold on. A picture to play. So I formatted it so there's nothing on here. So let me go to video. It's all focus mode right there. Just gonna keep on going through this until I get video format and resolution. Okay, so I'm gonna select, I'm gonna shoot in move. I'm gonna go to 8K. They also have Cinema 8K right here. I'm gonna switch to Cinema 8K. It gives you options on the different types of Cinema 8K. I'm gonna go through to 40, 24 frames per second, or this one right here, 23.98 frames per second. Select that. Now I can shoot 8K. All right, and so like once you make all the selection, just get out of that. Voila, you're ready to go ahead and shoot. Hope this video has been helpful. Thanks a lot for watching.